Hello everyone, welcome to the Neon Podcast, welcome to episode number 3, and I'm very thankful that you're watching this video on YouTube or listening to this episode on Spotify. And this episode is called Follow Your Dreams, and I'm going to tell you a story. This podcast is full of stories, of course, and I want to tell you to follow your dreams. And the story goes like this. I've been a music teacher, a piano teacher, for 10 years already. I was 19 years old when I started to work as a pianist here in my country, in Mexico City. This is the city where I'm living right now. And so I was studying music. I was a piano student, and my parents told me, there is no way we are getting an acoustic piano for you. Like, it's way expensive. And I've always been like, I don't care what's going on around me, I will solve this. I know what to do, or maybe I don't know what to do, but this will be done. And so I started to work as a pianist. I was a piano teacher, but I was also going to a lot of recording studios, or I was playing at parties or social events. And I just met a lot of people. And then I started to travel to different cities in my country, and then to different countries. I was in Canada, and then I was in Spain, then I was in England, and I had the opportunity to be a piano teacher there too. And so I have met a lot of people thanks to teaching music along these years. And something that my piano students have in common is how sad they are, because they are not living a life they wanted to live. And it may sound a little bit hard or a little bit difficult, but when they would contact me so we could start like learning together and teaching together, there were some times where I just wouldn't teach anything. They wanted just a safe space to just talk about how sad they were and how frustrated they were because they were doing things that actually they hated so much, which was like going to an office and just having a job that they were not enjoying, pretending to be someone they were not. They were telling me I wanted to be a pianist, but I ended up being an engineer. I think that's German, engineer. Or I ended up as an accountant, or now I'm a doctor, or now I am a lawyer, but actually I wanted to be a musician, or I wanted to be an artist, I wanted to be a dancer, and so they would find in piano lessons like a safe space to talk about how sad they were because they didn't follow their dreams. And I have worked with kids who were 5 years old, and then I was working with young people. They were in their 20s, some people were 30, 40, 50, and the oldest person that I got to work with was a man who was 70 years old. And I think this student was the hardest one to work with because he was so sad and frustrated that I just couldn't teach him, because if I needed to correct something or to emphasize that something was going wrong, maybe his technique was very, very tight, maybe his fingers were suffering a little bit, if I wanted to approach him and just say something about it, he would like freak out and he would be really scared, and he was telling me, you're laughing at me, you're making fun of me. Or even I was just sitting next to him and he would stop playing and he would tell me, I know what you said, or I know what you're thinking, you're laughing at me. And this was a very difficult experience for me because I developed some other skills, not only teaching skills, but like I don't know, like therapist, like you know you are approaching a person who is scared and who is sad. So I am no longer a piano teacher. I need to be like a therapist and try to approach you in a softer way. And don't get me wrong, honestly, these psychology subjects are something that I really love, and I've been reading about psychology because of the background that I have. I've been for years reading about psychology, and and so these people would feel safe with me. It was like, I know you don't even want to play the piano anymore. I know you just want to let go everything you have inside. And another experience that actually shocked me, I was in Spain, and I was teaching this man who was 60 years old, and he once told me, I know I lost a lot of my time by just chasing girls, just going after girls, I know. And then he said something that I will never forget, which was, if only I had the chance to have another life. And that is something that I will never forget. And I'm sharing this experience with you, this 10 years experience, like in just 10 minutes. Because all these people taught me that you can have a lot of money, but of course that doesn't bring you happiness. And of course money is way important in this world, and money is good, and money gives us a lot of opportunities, yes. But like money, there are so many other things that we have to take care of. And these people taught me that with their experiences, with their lives, they were telling me, please go after your dreams. Otherwise you will end up like me, just feeling sad, just feeling frustrating, just wondering what could have actually happened if maybe I could have been braver, maybe I could have tried, but I didn't. But of course, if you're 30, 40, it's like, you have a lot of time, like, please go ahead and do it. Like, you're young, you have a lot of time. But maybe people who are like 70, 80, which they of course can do it, maybe they just feel that it is over for them. And it is never over, it will be over when we die, not before. But yeah, these people showed me the results of not living a life that you wanted to live, of not being brave enough to be who you actually are. I know this is complicated, this is difficult. When I started to just be myself and think and grow and just do whatever I wanted to do, I needed to get away from a lot of people, because sometimes your friends or your family are the ones who become your first haters. Yeah, it's like something funny. It's on episode number 2, we were talking about saying goodbye, which is very difficult to say goodbye, but you need to do it, and you need to go after your dreams. I know society kind of like train us to just go after money. Also, I was in Spain, and I was just walking by some buildings which were part of a university, and there was people there just going on, just walking by, and 2 girls walked next to me, and they said, yes, I'm going to be a doctor, because doctors like obtain a lot of money. And I kind of like laugh, because society train us to just chase money. And of course money is important, but you will get the money by doing your passions, by just loving what you do. But society tells us and it shows us that if you are happy, if you are enjoying what you're doing, then you won't have money. Like, you have to suffer. It's gotta be difficult. It doesn't. No, go after your dreams, love what you do, and then you will have like all the money that you want. It's not the other way around. So yeah, these people, like all my students along these years, have taught me a lot of things. Maybe I teach piano, but they teach me about life, honestly. And I know you don't want to be 80 and just wondering what could have happened. Like, this life is so short. I remember when I was 20 and I'm about to hit my 30s. So life is too short, so just go ahead. Like, believe in yourself, believe in God or whatever you want to believe in, but mostly believe in yourself and do what you have to do. There is a book, a very good book, which is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and it says there is a lot of people on this world spending a lot of energy trying to do things right, but they are doing the wrong things. And like, I'm going to the office and I'm doing my best. It's like, yeah, but you shouldn't be doing that, actually. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.